The Giant Omelette was founded in a little town called Bessières, France, and the way it went about is Napoleon came into the town and his army was very hungry, so he ordered the townspeople to gather up all the eggs and make a giant omelette. So there is the origin of the giant omelette in Bessières, France. Forward to Abbeville, Bessières decided to take their omelette on the road and try to find other French-speaking places in the world that would house a giant omelette celebration. And they have it in 7 places around the world, and the only place in the United States is Abbeville, Louisiana, because of our French heritage and French speakers. This is our 30th year. It's on November 1st and 2nd this year, and it will be a 2-day festival as we always have it. It kicks off on Saturday morning with our charity walk. It goes through with our art show. We have some great entertainment this year. We kick off with Drew Landry, and then we have Roddy Romero and the Hub City All-Stars performing. We have Bruce Degrapont, and then we have Terry and the Zydeco Bad Boys on Sunday, and then we end up with the Fatras during the cooking of the omelette. Sunday morning kicks off with a bicycle ride. It's a charity ride, and that starts around 6:30 for registrations, and that more information about that can be found on the website www.giantomelette.org. We have antique cars, antique implements. On Saturday we have an antique egg cracking contest on tractor. Great food. We have a great lineup of Cajun food for our festival. A lot of the venue is going to be in the square under the beautiful oaks. We have the art show. We have a kids world that's going to be happening here. On the streets we bring the music, and in front of our beautiful courthouse down Concord Street is where we actually cook the omelet. The omelet starts off with eggs, of course, and it's a 5,000 egg omelet, and we add 1 for each year. This is our 30th year, so it's 5,030 eggs. We crack up the eggs to the tune of music. We put in all the ingredients, and we dance up while people are stirring in the omelet. We have 50 pounds of onions, we have 75 bell peppers, we have 4 gallons of onion tops, 2 gallons of parsley, about 1.5 gallons of cooking oil, 6.5 gallons of milk. We have 52 pounds of butter, 3 boxes of salt, we have 2 boxes of black pepper, we have 15 pounds of Louisiana crawfish, and we season it up with some Tabasco sauce.
And I hear you have the Tabasco girls here. What do?
They do a nice little dance. They're in our procession, and then they end up in front of the skillet doing a nice little dance for us. This particular festival is a worldwide conferee of 5 other countries, but it happens in 7 places in the world. There's 2 in France and 1 in Belgium. There's 1 in Argentina, ours in Louisiana. There's 1 in New Caledonia, and there's 1 in Granby, Quebec, in Canada. The yellow sash is because I've had the honor of being nominated and elected to the Gromettes, which is the leaders of the organization. So the yellow sash is for the 3rd Gromette. That's my title. The skillet is what each member gets when they work their way up to the through the organization. In order to be able to cook, you get your skillet and you get a hat. And the decorations on my lapel pins are places I've traveled to, festivals I've gone to. It's a collection of things I've done in places I've been. The omelet is one of 7 omelettes all around the world. So every year, these 7 countries, they have an omelet at a different time of the year. Our omelet in November, we invite delegates from the other omelettes to come and help us cook. We are expecting delegates from Argentina, from Canada, from France, and from Belgium this year. So we're going to be happy to see our friends from across the world. Abbeville has its roots in the French culture. It was founded by a French priest from Abbeville, France. We are twinned with other cities in Belgium and in France, and we still have a great culture here with the French-speaking people. We're trying to revive that with the omelette, trying to teach people to speak French, and it's just a beautiful place to be.
The charity walk has been a traditional beginning of the omelette on Saturday morning, and it begins at 9 o'clock. Registration is at 8 o'clock. It begins at 8, and we have a warm-up, a little bit of exercise warm-up at about 20 minutes to 9, and the walk will begin at 9. If you have not registered by the 18th of October, you're definitely welcome to come. We do late registration. So at 8 o'clock. We don't charge for mothers with children. We don't charge for the children. But yes, there is no age limit. The walk begins right in front of the Abbeville Courthouse, right here on Concord Street. We have a number of teams that are participating traditionally over the years. A lot of them are health clubs. We welcome health clubs who would like to form a team. This is a walk that is promoting good health, and so we invite all health clubs to join and walk with us. This will be the 7th year that we have our charity walk that benefits the Christian Service Center here in Abbeville. It's done by donations. For a $25 donation, you can do a 2-mile, it's a fun run walk. We usually put the people who run ahead of us because the rest of us are walking along, and we let them go ahead first, so it's a lot of fun. And for $25, if you register by October the 18th, you do receive a t-shirt, and it's a special t-shirt that has the Eggman also on it. It benefits the St. Mary Magdalen Christian Service Center here in town. The Christian Service Center serves people of all faiths, and they have, as of this date for this year, donated over 600,000 pounds of food. There's a food kitchen there, and they're always in need of help with funds or food donations. The idea of doing a charity walk is very important to the Omelette because we feel that we want to give back to our community. All the funds we raise do go directly to the Christian Center. It's a real spiritful walk. It's a very happy walk.
We do have a 9 a.m. Mass where we bless the eggs and the bread, and that's a very special event because we do have that mostly in French, and we also have singing of the national anthems of all of the other Omelette countries that are in attendance in our festival that year.
This is where it all starts on Sunday morning with Sunday morning Mass, and where the priest bless the eggs, and then we walk in a procession and take a picture downtown in front of the skillet. And then this year, because it's our 30th, we're going to stay in town and have lunch with the people in town in our Omelette uniforms, and they'll be able to take pictures and that kind of thing of us this year. The procession begins at 1 o'clock, and it is all of the members, the Grommettes, the Chevaliers, the general membership, and any visiting delegation that we have. And then the last thing, the priest leads us, the mayor and his wife are with us also. And then the last thing is the Tabasco girls, who once we get to the skillet, they entertain our group. We also have Abbeville High's drum line that walks with us in the procession. So it really is a community operation to get this thing all together.
My dad was Chamber of Commerce president, and he went to a twinning in France. And while they were there, they just took a little motor trip to this little town called Bessières, and they were having this omelette festival there. And only people that are French-speaking can belong to the confrérie. And he said, well, I think we can do that in Abbeville. So he brought it back to Abbeville, and that's how it got started.
I see a bunch of paintings here, one of which your dad is portrayed in.
Yes, that's my mom and dad. Dad passed away 5 years ago, but Mom is still very active. She doesn't miss a thing. Every year we have visitors from the other omelettes all over the countries come to visit. And when they come, they have to offer a gift to us, and so that's what's in these cases. This year we have posters that have the same logo on it as our t-shirts, and we have ties by the McElhenney Company, Tabasco, and we also have caps with our little logo on it. This year we're honoring Napoleon Bonaparte because it's our 30th anniversary, and he's the one that started this. He went into a small town called Bessières, France, and he wanted the townspeople to cook for his soldiers, and all they had were eggs. So they cooked a giant omelet and fed all the soldiers, and that's how the omelet got started. So that's why we're honoring him this year with our T-shirts.
The art show for the Omelette Festival is for the entire weekend. It opens at 9 a.m. on both Saturday and Sunday, closes at 5 on Saturday and 4:30 on Sunday. It is a juried art show to where there's a committee that votes on the vendors that participate in the art show. The art show is combined of all of the vendors to where they do have to make their own items. The people that do make the items have to be present in the booths at all times in the booths, to where they can answer questions for the people that are walking around if they do if they do have questions specifically about what's in the booths. It is a great time for people to come out and begin their Christmas shopping. It is in the first weekend of November, so it's really a good time to get children's clothing. They do have people that are monogramming on children's clothing. We do have stained glass. We do have people that are making candles, just a variety of woodworking, and anything you possibly could want to find for great Christmas gifts, yard art, whatever you're looking for. It's just a great festival. It is a great weekend. It's a good family event, and just come out and enjoy the festivities and enjoy the weekend.
It's very family oriented, and everybody comes out and has a good time. It's no nighttime activities for the crowd. Everybody comes during the day, has a good time. There's a lot of kiddie activities and a lot of vendor booths. You'd be amazed at what they have here. It looks like a carnival. It's so pretty.
It's a very family-oriented, it's an international festival. It's very unique. Where else are you going to find somebody cooking 5,000 eggs in a 12-foot skillet over an open fire while they're dancing to Cajun music?
Make it your business to get down here because it's a lot of fun. It is, they're family-oriented from grandpa down to the little bitty ones, and it's a very safe festival. We are inundated with police, so it really works out well for everybody, and we invite everybody to come this year.
You can go to www.giantomelette.org. That's our website. We update it with all of our schedule of events, and closer to omelet time you'll be able to print out your schedule of events. And you can also go to mostcajun.com to find accommodations in the area.